Here lies our third session right now. We're going to speak with Colorado, Oregon State, and USC. So let's start it off with Colorado, who is represented by Coach J.R. Payne, who adds 6 newcomers this season. One familiar face, though, returning is the stud all-freshman point guard, super fast, big-time playmaker, and Jaylyn Sherrod. Hi, JR. Hey, Jaylyn. What's up with you guys?
Hey.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Jaylyn, I'm gonna start with you. You know how I would be at the games. We would speak after. In many ways, I feel like Colorado goes last season as you went. And you picked up a lot of experience. It's a tough learning curve at a point guard position in a tough conference like Pac-12. What do you take from that experience, and how does that inform the way you view your leadership role on the team this season?
I basically would say I've taken that experience and just allowed it to be more of learning lessons and being able to now be in a position to help others on the team and grow in my leadership in the sense of being more vocal and knowing more offensively and defensively. So just like being able to be more vocal on the court, outside of basketball, talking to my teammates all the time, just growing relationships around. Because I think last year I struggled with relationships more so than anything. So just growing relationships on the team and all around, and just being able to be vocal and express feelings on the court, off the court with teammates and stuff like that.
Did handling COVID-19, all of the Zoom calls and all that, in a weird way, did it bring you guys closer? You mentioned, having a tough time building those relationships, or was that even harder to overcome?
I would say COVID definitely brought challenges, but I think this year this team is closer than we ever have been before. Outside of just me too, I think this team, we're just overall sisterhood in a way where we can just communicate and have fun with each other no matter what it is. And so I think the Zoom calls turned into dancing sessions and just stuff like that, just having fun with it, and just knowing that it is a process that everyone's going through. So we just have to make the best of it.
Absolutely. One thing I heard, you changed your jersey number from 1 to 00. A lot of times for athletes, that's transformational. Why? And is there a significance for you?
Um, I think for me, 00, it means a lot to me because I became 00 in high school, my junior year. And so it was just, that was the year where I just started to grow into myself as a player and as a person. And so I thought, why not go back to it, as I feel like I took the same type of transformations from my freshman year to my sophomore year here that I did my sophomore year to my junior year in high school. So it was just more so a message to myself.
Mm. That's nice. We'll see how that translates that message to yourself onto the court. Thank you, Jaylyn. I want to take this moment to get everybody in. We're going to move along to Oregon State right now, who's represented by a 2020 Naismith Coach of the Year semifinalist and Coach Scott Rueck. Hey, Coach Rueck. And senior Aleah Goodman is here as well. Currently first from the Beavers' all-time career three-point percentage and fourth all-time for threes made. Also, this year's Oregon State squad enters the preseason, as according to the AP preseason poll, ranked number 18 in the nation. How are you guys? Hi, Scott. Hi, Aleah. What's going on, guys?
I'm great. I'm good. How are you?
Good to see you.
I'm well. I'm happy to see you. This is a good sign. This is a great thing. Aleah, one of the things, like, besides being known for being able to hit threes, being not afraid of any defensive assignment, you were really instrumental this long offseason in coordinating yourself and other women's basketball players throughout the entire conference around causes of social and racial justice. Just what were you guys trying to accomplish? What are the goals and the initiatives of what you guys are doing within the conference?
Yeah, so we had a meeting, myself and then fellow teammate Taya Corsdale had a meeting with Coach Rueck, kind of trying to figure out what we wanted to do as a team. And I just brought up the idea of doing something as a conference as a whole. I felt it would be much more powerful if we came together as 12 teams rather than going as individual teams. So yeah, I just felt like that message would come across much more powerful. It would show unity in one of the toughest, most competitive conferences. So if I know that if us 12 teams can come together and really be unified in this and create such a strong, powerful message, it can really really make a difference.
Absolutely. There's so much power in collaboration, and I'm just proud that you thought of an idea and executed it, and you guys now took each other together to make this happen. As far as the team this season, last year you guys are anchored around Michaela Pivick, Destiny Slocum, so you've got some really like guard perimeter oriented players. This year, headlining the preseason all Pac-12 team, it's yourself and kind of two young bigs. You've got Kennedy Brown, you've got Taylor Jones. How might that shift the way you guys play on the court?
Yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, we lost some big personalities on the court as well as off the court. But I think when filling those roles, we know it's not going to be individuals stepping up, but more of as a team coming together to fill those rebounds Mick grabbed, those just points all around. So, yeah, I think it will change our playing style a little bit, but both Taylor and Kennedy, they just grab so much attention on the inside that it opens up a lot on the outside. And I mean, Coach Rueck talks about it a lot. We have 12 solid 3-point shooters. So that's tough to guard. But I'm extremely excited. We're young, but this team just has a different type of maturity about them. So I'm really excited. I have the opportunity to lead them, and I can't wait for this year to get started.
Yeah, me too. And that's the thing about you guys. You usually can play inside and out. So this doesn't look like it's going to be that different. Let's move along as well to get in USC here. We have Coach Mark Trakh, who is leading a traditional senior list squad and also comes in with the reigning Pac-12 freshman of the year and Alissa Pili. What's up, Alissa? Hey, Coach Trakh.
Hi, Raz. How are you?
Hello.
Hey. Alissa, last year you were freshman of the year, and you impressed everybody with your strength, with your mobility, with your agility. This season, there won't be a secret. Everybody's going to be aware and ready. What have you added to your game since your freshman of the year campaign?
I think just working more on my perimeter game, getting my 3-ball, and getting my percentage up to what I want it to be, because last year it wasn't that great. But I think, yeah, just sharpening my outside skills, and just so that I'm more of a threat out there too, than I am inside the paint too. So, yeah.
If there's one thing I remember about last season, even though you were a freshman, you didn't back down from any challenge. You welcomed the accountability of being the go-to. I can remember you guys for that first win of the Pac-12 tournament at the end of the season, and just the joy and happiness you guys had for each other. How do you want to build on that for this season? What do you think is possible from that end of season great moment?
Yeah, I think last year overall was just a huge culture change for all of us, and we really harped on the culture part of our team, just changing the culture and all that. So I think that really built up at the end of the season, and we're just, all of us returners are trying to just teach our new players what our culture is, and just how we're coming together as one, as a family. So
what is your culture?
Family, pretty much. Personally, I'm a big family person. I've always been taught family first. So I think that's something I bring to our team, just pretty much bringing our team together and telling these girls that we're a family, we're going to fight together. We go to war together, and and once we got that chemistry and that bond, then it will show on the court too.
Thank you so much, Alissa. For this last question, I'm going to open it up to anybody, but I am going to give a special, I'm going to throw it to Aleah first, just because we do have an upperclassman in the room here. My last question is, given how much ambiguity there was this coming into the season and understanding how quickly the game was taken away from us last season, what does it mean to you to be able to step into the season, to see it at least started and play it? Aleah?
Yeah, I think we're just extremely grateful. I know there's a lot of athletes out there that their seasons are being canceled. They're still unknown with majority of seasons for athletes. So I think we're just extremely grateful that we have the opportunity to play and then just continue to live kind of day by day. It's been hard. There's a lot of unknown throughout this whole time, starting back with the end of last season. So just kind of living each day as we go and just making the best of it. I think that's something that Coach Rueck has really done a great job of expressing to our team is, hey, we're just going to go with the flow, control what we can control, and then just let everyone do the rest with the things that are out of our control.
Alissa, Jaylyn, do you have something to share on that one?
Yeah, I'll just say, I think we've taken a lot of pride in knowing that we don't have the future basically to bank on or know what can happen tomorrow, just like Aleah said. So just taking a lot of pride in the game and taking every day as a blessing is pretty much all we can do, and know that things can fluctuate and change on any level. So you just have to be prepared for whatever might come our way this season.
Alissa, you mentioned the culture shift and to family. When you don't know what's coming next and there's a lot of ambiguity, sometimes, especially for kind of younger squads, it's hard to be accountable. How are you guys holding each other accountable?
I think our coaches have done a really good job, but with a situation like this, I don't think that's really enough to keep us going and to that what's going to make us successful for this season. I think over the time we had off, we were all on our own, so we just kind of have to have that self accountability, and we talk as a team, have meetings and everything, just really having that conversation of what are you doing to come back in the best shape you can and just to be prepared overall.